breaking news we want to get to a Fox News alert. The FBI launching a massive investigation into
4:47 a.m., McLean, Virginia. The neighborhood was quiet, still, the kind of quiet that exists only before something irreversible happens. Then the vehicles moved. 14 black SUVs, no sirens, no lights, coordinated, silent. FBI Counterintelligence Division agents had been in position for 6 hours. They had rehearsed this moment across 11 days of operational preparation. They had watched the house, they had monitored the signals. And when the order came down from the Department of Justice National Security Division at 4:31 a.m., they moved with speed and purpose. Inside that house, a man was sleeping, a clearance-holding, badge-carrying 14-year veteran of the Central Intelligence Agency. His name, Marcus Allen Webb, age 41, Senior Intelligence Analyst, Directorate of Analysis, Langley. On paper, a patriot. In reality, I'd something else entirely. What investigators had uncovered over the previous 19 months would stop rooms full of generals cold. Webb had not simply leaked classified documents. He had sold layered, geo-referenced satellite reconnaissance data covering 27 active United States military installations to a handler working directly for Iran's Ministry of Intelligence and Security, known internally as MOIS. The sale price? $4.2 million, transferred across a network of shell accounts passing through Beirut, Cyprus, and the Dubai International Financial Center. 27 sites, $4.2 million, 19 months of betrayal. Let me show you exactly how deep this went. If you want the full truth on what one man's greed nearly cost this country, hit like so. This story reaches more people who need to hear it. And it began not with a tip from an ally, not with a whistleblower inside Langley. It began with a discrepancy in a data access log on a Tuesday morning in March 2023. A routine audit by CIA Office of Inspector General Staff Analyst Diane Cho flagged something small, something that should have meant nothing. Webb had accessed a Tier 3 satellite imaging archive, a file cluster designated SAR-SIGINT-JSTARS-0447, twice in a 72-hour window. His caseload did not require it. The access request was logged, approved, forgotten. Except Cho did not forget. She cross-referenced the access against Webb's active tasking files. No overlap. She escalated internally. What began as a 2-paragraph OIG memo became, within 19 days, a full-scope federal counterintelligence investigation operating under the codename Operation Meridian Lock. The FBI's National Security Branch assumed lead. CIA Security Service provided internal access. The National Geospatial Intelligence Agency was read in within 72 hours once the scope of the compromised data became clear. The numbers were staggering. Webb had accessed classified imaging files on 43 separate occasions outside his authorized mission portfolio. The files contained overhead surveillance data, radar imaging, and positional intelligence on installations ranging from Naval Air Station Fallon in Nevada to Incirlik Air Base in Turkey. From the 152nd Intelligence Wing in Reno to a classified forward operating location in the Horn of Africa, whose designation remains sealed under Executive Order 13,526. Comment Meridian below if you believe insiders pose the most dangerous threat to national security. And agents built the financial case with forensic precision. Webb had opened 3 personal accounts across a 26-month period, 2 through Maltese intermediary institutions, 1 routed through a numbered account at a private bank in Nicosia, Cyprus. The first transfer, $180,000 in October 2022. The last detected transfer, $620,000 in August 2023. Total confirmed, $4.2 million. Suspected total, including unrecovered transfers, $6.1 million. The MOIS handler, identified in federal court documents only as Ali Farzan, believed to be an alias, had made physical contact with Webb on 3 occasions. Once in Vienna, Austria in November 2022, once in Istanbul, Turkey in February 2023, and once in a private club in Washington, D.C.'s DuPont Circle neighborhood in May 2023. With surveillance cameras placed Webb at the Vienna Mariam Hotel on the confirmed dates. Passport records confirmed both Vienna and Istanbul entries. The D.C. meeting was captured on footage reviewed under a FISA warrant authorized by the Foreign Intelligence Surveillance Court in April 2023. What they found next broke the investigation wide open. On September 4, 2023, FBI technical surveillance teams monitoring Webb's personal encrypted communications, an application known as Element, operating over a hardened VPN chain routed through servers in Doha, Qatar, intercepted a message thread containing the coordinates and acquisition parameters for a specific satellite pass over Bahrain. The data matched a classified NGA tasking order Webb had accessed 3 days prior. The message had been sent at 11:14 p.m. on a Tuesday. Webb was sitting in his Langley office when he sent it. He used a personal device, a phone purchased under a third-party name in Bethesda, Maryland, paid for in cash. No note, no hesitation, no mercy. Type yes if you want to see what the 27 exposed military sites contained. The morning of October 17, 2023, FBI HRT and counterintelligence teams executed simultaneous operations across 4 locations. McLean, Virginia, Webb's primary residence. A storage unit in Alexandria, Virginia, registered under the name of a Shell LLC incorporated in Delaware in 2021. A rented condominium in Rosslyn used intermittently, identified through mobile device location data, and a safety deposit box at a branch of First Horizon Bank in Arlington, Virginia, opened under a false identity. Agents breached the McLean residence at 4:47 a.m. Thermal imaging had confirmed a single occupant on the second floor. The front door came down in under 4 seconds. Webb was in bed. He did not resist. He did not speak. Inside the storage unit in Alexandria, agents discovered what federal court filings would later describe as a secondary operational archive. 3 encrypted external drives. Printed copies of satellite imagery, some with handwritten annotations in Farsi. A ledger written in a combination of English and numerical code, containing what investigators believe are 19 separate data transactions, 11 of which have been matched to known MOIS acquisition requests submitted through Iranian diplomatic back channels. 2 burner phones, $74,000 in shrink-wrapped currency, 2 passports, 1 US, 1 Canadian, under different names. The safety deposit box held a single item, USB drive. When NSA analysts decrypted its contents, they found something that went beyond what anyone in the task force had prepared for. The drive contained what intelligence officials have since described as a priority mapping document, a 63-page compiled intelligence summary cross-referencing US satellite passes with Iranian strategic targeting doctrine. It was not raw data. Someone had curated it, organized it, built it deliberately into a targeting tool. This was not a man selling secrets for money. This was a man building a weapon. Share this story so more Americans understand what betrayal at the highest level actually looks like. Webb was charged under 18 U.S.C. Section 794, gathering or delivering defense information to aid a foreign government. Additional charges included unauthorized disclosure of classified national defense information, money laundering across international jurisdictions, and identity document fraud. He faces a maximum sentence of life imprisonment. As of the federal unsealing of the indictment in November 2023, Webb had entered no plea and retained 3 private attorneys, including former Assistant United States Attorney Raymond Hollis of the District of Columbia. The damage assessment conducted jointly by the Office of the Director of National Intelligence and the National Security Council identified 27 military installations whose positional, operational, or structural data had been compromised with high confidence. 7 of those installations are located outside U.S. borders. 3 are classified above the level of public acknowledgement. Pentagon officials confirmed in closed-door congressional testimony before the Senate Select Committee on Intelligence in December 2023 that countermeasures, repositioning protocols, and revised surveillance tasking were immediately implemented across all 27 sites. The cost of that remediation, estimated at $890 million. The institutional damage is harder to measure. Webb had held a top-secret/sensitive compartmented information clearance for 14 consecutive years. He had passed 7 polygraph examinations. He had been awarded the National Intelligence Meritorious Unit citation in 2018. He sat inside the building that defines American intelligence superiority, and for at least 19 months, possibly longer, he had been feeding that superiority to a foreign adversary one file at a time. But trust inside institutions does not break all at once. It erodes, record by record, access log by access log, transaction by transaction. And by the time the alarms sound, the walls have already been hollowed out from the inside. That is the truth of Marcus Allen Webb. Not a disgruntled employee, not an ideological defector, a man who looked at everything this country gave him, the clearance, the trust, the salary, the mission, and decided it was worth less than the number in a Cyprus bank account. He did not think about the service members sleeping inside the installations whose coordinates he was selling. He did not consider the pilots, the intelligence officers, the families stationed at those 27 sites. He considered only the transfer amount, the next message, the next meeting in a hotel lobby in Vienna. The fight to protect what remains does not pause for the shock of betrayal. It accelerates. If this investigation opened your eyes to what's at stake inside the agencies sworn to protect this country, comment Meridian below.